Anybody, I don't care if you Victor Martinez, Ronnie Coleman, Hulk Hogan, if you want to see me in the gym, holla at me, B. That's real talk, man. When it comes to that gym, my pressure gets hyped, man. Holla at me. And best to believe I'm going to have that dude there to take your urine, man. Don't come cheating, man. You know, this Mr. Pepper, a.k.a. the president, a.k.a. your girl really want to be with me. You know, came to do this Murda Hill Chronicles. The joint is doing real good for itself right now. Want to thank God. You know, without him, I'm nothing. Thanks, CO, for giving me the opportunity. You know, I've been here for all my life, man. This 125 West 228th Street. We call this Building 10. Back in the day, this used to be the Carter. Everybody knew what the Carter was during that New Jack City era. This is the Naked Confessions. Yeah, I told you I'm back on my stuff. Back modeling, doing what I do. I did a couple of runways when I was in Kennedy. You understand what I'm saying? I did go for the Mr. Kennedy thing, but you know they was biased. Yeah, we're going up to Riverdale right now. No, 141. This is another little stomping grounds we had back in the day. Look at the scenery we was in. We was in Riverdale. The hood, it was alright. We liked it for a little bit. It's almost like going to the country. Make sure you get that background music too, what I'm listening to. This is what I do. I listen to my hood. Yeah. Ain't no Rick Ross in this car. Might be a little bit Jadakiss though. I do mess with Kiss. But I got that Black Fever playing right now. I support the hood. Always, all day. You know, my man CO on the track. Let me play that CO track with the Lord. You know what I mean?
No question.
That's my man Dom. My man CO. I ain't no rapper, but I can talk over a beat, you know. So CO, I better be on the next. Be on the next CD, man. Listen, man, I eat what I want to eat, but I eat the right way, man. It's not how you eat, it's what you eat. You understand what I'm saying? I eat about 4 or 5 times a day. You know, I do the pull-ups, push-ups, everything. Anything you want to learn about the gym. Matter of fact, we forgot about that. I got a boot camp coming up March 29th. I better see everybody. All you females wearing body shapers and all that, and all black and all that stuff, just to make yourself look slim. Come out at your boy, man. I'm gonna get you right. I'm gonna make sure your dude ain't looking at the next chick.
All hail from the valley of lost dreams. Ball players, no doctors and lawyers, but rhyme sayers and crime player. And everybody from the hood think with the same mind player. Like when they hungry, then it's time.
Yeah, right now you filming where the pool is at. We used to go pool hop back there back in the day. Remember, I almost caught a case pool hopping in Riverdale. Luckily, Officer Ellis came and got us. Y'all know who Officer Ellis is.
I was like a dog. Shit never stay in house till I got stuck in the cage. Still I ran the house running niggas.
Officer Ellis, man. Officer Ellis was the coolest cop you could find. Stayed on top of us though. Made sure we went to school. Made sure we wasn't late to school. I remember one time Officer Ellis was on Broadway, they turned this car upside down. Officer Ellis, I don't know who did it. But I heard it was some dudes, they used to call themselves BMW. Bronx Most Wanted. Yeah, they know who I'm talking about. I ain't gonna name no names. But I was affiliated with that for a little bit. Had to leave them BMW dudes alone. Probably would have got locked up if I still was messing with them to this day. Back in the day, coming up in Marble Hill, living in a 10 building, that's all you got to see sometimes. You know, the fiends, crackheads and all that. One thing that showed me is, you know what? I don't want to be that. I ain't want to be that crackhead, that dude on the block slinging. That wasn't my MO. So, you know, things we used to do, me and my man CO, we used to play manhunt, run around, go to Adrian and mess with all the broads in Adrian. We was party dudes, you know, we like to party. Remember back in the day, we used to go across the street and do the 10 to 10s, B. I don't even know nothing about the 10 to 10s. You kids out here running around, shooting each other, killing each other. Yo, we had fun back in the day. Marble Hill was a beautiful place to be at. My building wasn't the best place, but you know what? They kept me out of trouble. I think Miss Ray, Mr. Charlie, God bless them dead, you know, those people like that, they kept me on the straight and narrow. Just a whole lot of things we used to do back here, especially back in this little park right here. Right now, we probably go in there and do a little pull-ups and all that. Everybody know I'm a workout buff, that's what I do. But you know, it's not about that right now. But Marble Hill was like a safe haven, you know what I mean? The block was cool back in the day. We just had fun, man. Like, yeah, we pulling up right now to 141. junior high school. As you can see, the kids is getting out right now. So we probably gonna ride around the back. Yeah, we not supposed to be here right now. But we definitely gonna ride around the back. You know, police reasons we probably don't want this little know what we doing. Yeah, this 141, baby. Front of the building. Look totally different. Boy, when we came up here, the blacks didn't like the whites and the whites didn't like the blacks. Like I said, wherever I was at, I got in where I fit in. Everybody loved Pep. Everybody. Nobody had anything bad to say about the kid. Another thing, all you old heads talking crazy about me and think I don't know? Got something coming this summer, man. I'm gonna put you in your place. I'm gonna do it the right way though. But remember, when you talk, it will get back to me. This is my city. I run the city. It ain't P. Diddy. It's Pep. Like I said, it's the president, aka your girl really wants to be with me. You understand what I'm saying? Go get a job or something, man. Do you know how to fill out an application? Highlight of my time, like God bless the dead. I remember Johnny O be a Harlem dude, straight Harlem dude. He used to always tell us these Harlem stories about, remember, mob styles and Rich Porter and all of them. So one time, you know, we was in the back. It was probably me, Shy. I think CO was there, so a dude came by. He had a bike. He started flipping, doing wheelies and all that. So he had the beef from Broccoli's on. I'm not gonna say the girl's name, but she know who she is. She came out of building 7. He was like, yo, get your butt over here right now. I don't really like to curse, you know, and all that. We're gonna keep this PG. So he was like, yo, get over here, X, Y, and Z. She came. Nigga smacked up and said, yo, if I see you again, and what was that, in the Palladium, it's gonna be a problem. Yo, you know who that was at the time, B? That was that little kid Alpo, B. I'll never forget that, yo. That was like a highlight right there. Dude, Alpo was over here coming through Marble Hill. You didn't even know who he was. I remember back in the day, the Jungle Brothers used to come to my crib, get their haircuts. Yeah, Curtis. Don't act crazy, Curtis. You used to cut hair back in the day in the bathroom, but you know you gotta give much respect to him. You know he doing bigger and better things. He messed with Puffy and the Usher kid. I actually went to a hair battle yesterday. You know, it was a movement. It was a beautiful thing. I like to see young black brothers doing what they gotta do. So stop talking, man, cause she gonna run back and tell me. She, he, whoever you wanna tell. Talk bad about the kid, they will let me know. And I'm gonna address it. Trust me when I tell you. Like I said, we back at the 141, Riverdale. This is when we went to junior high school. We're probably gonna go to the back where the field is at. Used to get some buckets over here too. Ran a couple of touchdowns back. But you know one thing about Riverdale, this was, you know, basically more or less a white area. So we was like 13, 12 at the time coming up here. So it was real segregated, you know. And me, my family being from the South, so I seen the KKK going into the courthouses and stuff like that when I'm going through Dillon, South Carolina. That was the scariest thing I ever seen. So for me to come up to a white area and go to school in, I didn't think it was an achievement. I was like, I really didn't want to be here, to be honest with you. But you know what? I met a lot of people in 141, a lot of friends. Like, yo, remember Mr. Holiday? Yeah, all you cats who was acting tough and y'all be acting like gangsters now. But I remember you took dance class, you know. And I'm the only one that gonna tell you, yeah, I was in dance, but I was in dance because I like women. I don't know what you was doing in dance, but after that, you want to go and be a tough guy and shoot and kill somebody. Come on, man. You was in dance class. And you know, 141, man, I remember coming to the center, to the community center, like I said. Bailey didn't like us. The Planet of the Apes didn't like us. Post didn't like us. Dykeman didn't like us. All these blocks I just named, they used to come up here. And the white kids used to fear it. And it was so bad, yo, we had a run up here like a good 8 years. And I remember there used to be some good ball players that come up here. I remember Kareem used to come up here. Used to probably have like the Sham Guards and all of them used to come up here just for the little Riverdale Community Center. And we used to come up here 100 deep. Like I said, the 4 horsemen, it can be 1,000 of us. We used to bring the whole block up here. Yo, we get on there, we get a good 5. They couldn't take us off. That was back in the day when Bow-Legged Lou was playing ball. CO had a little ball game, but CO was always rapping and all that. Shot live. Ron Ice didn't really hang out with us back in the day. He was across the street, but listen, man, we had some good times right here, you know, and just this whole Riverdale campus, it was like, sometimes it was like a breath of fresh air, you know, just getting away from the hood and you know, coming up here and just seeing a cleaner area. I remember we used to throw like cans and bottles down on the floor. We used to go outside to Johnson Avenue and get that cheap dollar pizza, and the people used to be like, yo, pick that up, what are you doing? This is my neighborhood. We was like, huh? So after a while, we stopped throwing bottles and stuff like that on the floor. But we'll go right back to the projects, right back to Marble Hill, and dirty our project up. But another thing, you know, my man CEO, he wanted me to touch on how I got my name. Really, if you ever had Pepper by itself, it's really bad. So when I was a little young kid running around my mom's, she'd come by the crib. She said I used to always grab on her and stuff like that, and you know, just be mischief and just running around for no reason. So she said, yo, I'm gonna call this dude Pepper. So Pepper was hot, feisty, and bad, and that's how my name became Pepper. So if you ever see my mom, she gonna say, yeah, that's my little baby Mr. Pepper, and that's what she calls me. And hey, that's what everybody know me by, is Mr. Pepper, you know. It was crazy because my brother, everybody know my brother Ben Coop, you know, aka Mr. Air Force One, man. Everybody know he kept some Air Force Ones on his feet, and he was the freshest dude you all knew. Don't get that twisted. He went to 141, he graduated from 141, so that was like an achievement for me to graduate from 141. He also went to Kennedy, he graduated in 88. You know, he was the ladies' man. Let's get that right. And, you know, he graduated from Kennedy. I also graduated from Kennedy. But we had some mean teachers. Remember Miss Dresner? Remember Miss Dresner? What school you knew in New York City where you can go and have a band class, go and have a dance class, go and have a drama class? You know, all these other classes, they had cooking. They had cooking in junior high school. What school you know? And you're not in the country. We was here. We was here. Like, really? Listen, man, this was a good school, man. And I have nothing but good things to say about this school. Like I said, Mr. Holiday, you know, he looked out for us, whatever people want to say about him, and, you know, things that happened to him when he was in 141, we're not going to touch on that because, you know, he might still be going through some legal issues with that, but he was a good dude. He was cool. I remember one time, this is, you know, back to how we used to party. The kid came down here from the Planet of the Apes, and, you know, he tried to step to Peppy. Peppy finished this kid, and I felt bad for the kid. But, like I said, the Four Horsemen can go anywhere we wanted to. That next week, we was in a party at the Planet of the Apes. Same kid was there, and they didn't touch us. Why? Yeah, but we got along with everybody, man. It wasn't about that, you know? Like, I look at the block now, how it's changed and stuff like that. Like, the block is just different, man. When I go to the block, it's like real eerie. Yeah, this the arcade right here on 141. Like I said, you know, this is where we used to go to junior high school at. It was a good look over here. I remember Fernando Ferreri, I don't even know. His daughter went to school with me right here. She actually graduated junior high school with me. On top of that, graduating junior high school, I almost had her. We never had a bus stop coming to 141. That's crazy. Never had no bus stop over here, but you know, like I said, Marble Hill, a lot of famous people was coming out of Marble Hill, coming through Marble Hill. Like, if you remember the movie ATL with T.I., the kid who played Brooklyn, that was Shamar, that was my man Shylock's best friend. He used to run around us in Kennedy and just writing poetry and stuff like that. So then when we saw him on the movie, we was like, yo, he went to school with us. Like I said before, the Jungle Brothers. Remember the Jungle Brothers? That was before our time, but you know, I mean, my brother used to listen to them. They used to be in my living room just chilling between the Jungle Brothers. Remember back in the day, Nice and Smooth used to live up here in Riverdale. Used to have the funny purple and yellow, what was those, the Jeep Wranglers back in the day, remember that? Nice and Smooth used to come through. One had the Nice on the back, the other one had Smooth. Then I remember Brand Nubian. People ain't know that. My brother used to hang out with a lot of dudes. Brand Nubian was in my crib a couple of times chilling, you know. Then you got the kid Chi Ali, you know, he really from Marble Hill. Man, I don't care about that Co-op City. He a Marble Hill dude. He a good dude, but you know, he all on the Keisha, not the Keisha Cole, what's her name, with the K Michelle, he all on her video. Yeah, Chi, I'll be upset about that because I like K Michelle, so watch yourself, man. If I see you, I'm gonna tell you about yourself. Ben Coop, aka Air Force Ones. Kept a pair of Force Ones on his feet. We leaving 141 right now. About to probably top it off at back at the building. It's a lot of great, you know, just a lot of memories, man. Just going down memory lane, man. Johnson Avenue, you know, and just things we used to do when we was young, man. Back in the day, running around, like I said, playing manhunt, hide and go seek. And another thing about the hood, man, we was real diverse. It was like so many Spanish people, white people was over there, like, and we all looked at each other as one. It was just that when we came up to Riverdale, I don't know, the white people just ain't want to mess with us, but at the end of the day, once they got to know us, we didn't really care about it. But like I said, I got so many friends from Riverdale, from 141. My man John Beard was looking at MTV the other day. That dude is an investment banker, like he's on TV. Rich, got bread, you know. I'm like, come on, it's crazy. God bless the dead, my man Tommy T. Not Tommy T the DJ, we used to call this other kid Tommy T up here. God bless the dead Tommy T, but you know, this kid Tommy, he got killed. He was doing things he had no business doing, but at the same time, you know, he owned a couple of car washes, a couple of tattoo parlors. Like, yo, we knew a lot of kids that was doing things, man. My man Tomo, hey, you know, shout out to him. He reads all my paperwork when it comes down to the modeling and all that. You know, lawyers and stuff. My man Rod, you know, he's doing this thing with the 360. Shout out to him. You know, he put me on, had me in a couple of photo shoots with him. Good experience, man. But we all went to this 141 playground area and stuff like this. We looping around K-Pop. Everybody know K-Pop had the biddy back in the day. We used to come up here and have dunking contests like we was slamming on 10-foot rims. This joint was only like 5 feet, B. Only one who couldn't dunk was Lil Leo. You know, Lil Leo been 5'0" all his life. All he had was a jump shot and speed. It's crazy, man. But look, I forgot, man. Like, y'all forgot I played that football too, B. Real talk, man. Murda Hill had some athletes, man. We used to play football against every and any block at the first. Me and Leo was the only two little quarterbacks that was like 13, 12 years old playing against grown men. We started playing against blocks. They used to call us the Legion of Doom. That was back in the day we played with Booba Uzi and them. LOD. The only team we couldn't beat was the baseball bunch. So the baseball bunch say, y'all need Pep and Leo. Leo ain't never go. I started messing with him. I became a bulldog. People don't know that I got 2 defensive players in these street tournaments. One tournament is like being in Rucker. I got 2 defensive players over there. I got 6 titles in the city. It don't sound like a lot, but yo, there's a lot of good dudes in the city that play that street rough head, 2-hand touch, and people know what I'm talking about because I see a lot of dudes from the block now going to them tournaments and trying to play. You know, we've been in Queens. We won an ABC division. Kid got MVP, yeah, y'all ask about me, man. I do this football thing too now. Yo, that crazy. They used to call me Baby Deion Sanders back in the day. Skeeter know what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, I'm gonna mess your head up, man. Got a picture of my brother on the dashboard with his crew. You know what I mean? Y'all see my man T on there. My man Rod. My man Johnny High. My man Benji. You see who it is. You know what I mean? I don't really mess with the kid, but you know I gotta say his name, Chris Spanky up there, you know. Y'all don't know the story, but I ain't gonna tell the story, but you know he was there with my brother. I got murdered, but we're not gonna talk about it, you know, that's it. That was his dudes though, so we gotta keep it like that. We'll talk about that another time, but that was his hood, man. That's who we ran with. You know? You got St. James, you got Kingsbridge Terrace dudes. A couple of Harlem dudes is there with him. My brother always be. See, he got that guest level on, yeah, he stayed fresh too. You know how that go. Going back to the block. Yeah, y'all don't know, I had a whip since I was 21. Stayed changing cars, everybody know that. Went for the Navigator. The black Cadillac wasn't mine, but it was like it was mine. Y'all knew I was doing the executive protection. Yeah, I worked at the National Urban League too, y'all don't know, right? It's a non-for-profit. You know what they do. They do project management and stuff like that, give out housing to people who needs it. Yeah, y'all see where I'm at. I'm at John F. Kennedy High School. This is where I did it. Once again, this is Mr. Pepper, aka the president, aka your girl wanna be with me. Yo, so many memories right here back in Kennedy, back in my day. I was the first black dude to go on the 5th floor with the Dominicans to play Action Man Ronnie Ice when we did on the 5th floor. Yeah, we went up there, messed with they girls. That's what we was about back in the day. We was having fun. But on a serious note, Kennedy, like, that was like the I can't even say the foundation because I went to PS7 then 141, but Kennedy taught me so much. Johnny Mathis, big shout out to him, much respect to him. Yo, man, being in Kennedy playing basketball, I got a chance to play against the likes of Stephon Marbury, the Tim Thomases. I remember back in the day when we was little snot-nosed, runny kids and all that. Yo, going to Brooklyn, going to IS-8 with Johnny Mathis. We going there, Stephon coming there with an entourage. Then you see Tim Thomas. We like, yo, we got to play them? Me and Corey Black in the backcourt. Ron at the time, Ron, you know, he had a little situation with Graves, but you know, we're not going to talk about that. That's neither here nor there. That was my boy Kevin Jenkins and all them dudes. God bless the dead. I heard my man Kev, you know, he passed and all that stuff like that. But being in Kennedy was like the best. It taught me like common sense. I had a little street smarts and all that with Kennedy. Just growing up with these Harlem kids that came all the way from Harlem just to go to Kennedy. In this courtyard, yo, real talk. You really gonna think I'm bugging, but yo, I remember the kid Murda Mook came down here one time and he came and challenged my man Callion. Dude, Callion put him in his place. That was for no money at the time. Then when the money was right, Callion, I think he went downtown to this is when my man Ra was writing for the Source, put him on the onside height. I remember the kid Murda Mook was supposed to meet him at 125th Street at the State Building, but the kid Murda Mook didn't come through. You know, he couldn't get his bread together. Yeah, we Bronx dudes get a lot of money too, but I'm not gonna talk about that. That's neither here nor there. You know, I am a city worker. I do the MTA thing. Never been a hustler. I never had to hustle, but you know, things happened back in the day. But back to this Kennedy thing, another bugged out thing. I remember when we was in a class, my man T-Bone, God bless the dead, I heard he passed too. Big boy T-Bone. We was up there. We had a photography class. This was like 93. Remember the kid Vic was standing out here. We was like, yo, we about to go outside and go bug out. This one we could go outside for lunch. Long story short, we heard the pop, pop, pop. So we jumped on the floor like, yo, what's going on? First drive-by ever I seen in New York. Like, witnessed the drive-by. It was right here in Kennedy on the first floor. And best to believe, this was like the major hangout. You saw people smoking, shooting dice, you know. But once again, that wasn't my thing. But you know what? Just to see it and be around it, I knew it taught me right from wrong. You know, I could have went that route. Everybody didn't know that. I was on my own since I was 17. So at the time, I still was a junior in high school at the time. So, you know, I was coming to school every day faithfully, taking care of my crib, doing what I had to do, just being a regular dude. But I didn't choose that lifestyle. So, you know, back in the day when I was in Kennedy, did a little modeling thing, played ball. Like I said, the likes of Tim Thomas, Stephon Marbury. I even went to Monroe and I got to see Paul McPherson and the Ricky Hattons and all these, not Ricky Hatton, Marcus Hatton and all these cats like that. A lot of dudes don't know that, man. I played against a lot of top-notch cats, but I don't look for that. You know, that's not my thing. You know, they big up everybody else, whatever. This is another thing. Cats that get locked up and all that, I'm not having no parties for. I'm not doing that. You understand what I'm saying? When I see you little kids going to school, going away to college, that's what I'm throwing a party for. This is the Nigga Confessions. Make sure you go and support this. Best to believe I'm going to say who got the book and who don't got the book, because I will know. Make sure you support this. But you know, back to the Kennedy thing, I also had a teacher in here, Miss Mazzoni. She made, you know, she looked out for me, took care of me and stuff like that, because like I said, I was on my own since I was 17. Wasn't working. My mom's took care of me for a long time. She took care of me until I was 21, until I got that first good job. Kennedy taught me the way, showed me the way. But back to this little courtyard right here. I mean, fights, everything. This was like this first it was family, but family always fight. You fight your brother, you fight your cousins, uncles. We just had good times out here, man. I remember one time kids from Cedric came down here. Dude was messing, my man Jerome was messing with this girl, and she brought a boyfriend. They came like 3-4 deep. I don't even want to get into it. After it was a rap after that, man. You know, things happen. We was young, so why wouldn't you fight when you're young? You understand what I'm saying? I remember back in the day, me, CO, Shylock, my man Dot, D-Wow, and Mike DeRico was down with us for a little bit, but you know, they straight off and did their own thing. Back in the day, we used to call ourselves the Four Horsemen. Y'all don't know nothing about the Four Horsemen. We was really into rustling and stuff like that. So with the Four Horsemen, everybody thought it was just 4 people, but it was a bunch of them. You know, you had Sting and all them boys, the Nature Boys. So at the time, we called ourselves the Four Horsemen, and nobody really messed with us. We was well respected. Why? Because we was cool dudes. We didn't go starting trouble. We didn't go fighting with nobody. We just would go have a good time. And we went to Claflin. Mobile Hill had beef with Claflin. Planet of the Apes. Mobile Hill had beef with Planet of the Apes. We go to their parties, chill. Oh, that's Pep CO. Shout out. Yo, they Heath. I remember back in the day we was going to Heath. Spanish dudes ain't like the black dudes from Mobile Hill. As soon as we come, yo, the Four Horsemen is in the building. We play their music, listen to their Spanish music for a minute. We go tap the DJ. Next thing you know, it's a black party. We would party all the time. We was like 14, 15. Going everywhere. I remember we went to Dykeman Projects one time. Had a party out there. They fighting, acting crazy. They lead a little project party we was in. Next thing you know, we got all they women. We chilling with grandmoms and well-eyes and people's aunts and stuff like that. But yo, man, we grew up fast, man. We was about good times, man. All this stuff I be hearing about these kids shooting each other in Murda Hill, running around, toasting, all that. Let me tell you one thing, B. I ain't no blood or no Crip. I do like wearing red. But yo, man, come on, man. For real, for real. Let's be real about this blood and Crip situation, since we want to touch on gangs and stuff. Like I said, we was calling ourselves the Four Horsemen. But you know one thing about the Four Horsemen? We didn't follow people. You understand? We was trendsetters. We set trends. We don't follow trends. So all you people in these gangs and all that stuff, you thinking it's cool and that's the place, that's what you really need to do? Nah. When you see me on the street, holla at me. Be like, yo, Pet, what you talking about? Come to me correct though, and I'm gonna give you some insight. I'm gonna let you know. Listen, I understand it's a brotherhood. I understand that's what you want to do. But is that what you really want to do? I'm a good dude, man. Don't act crazy with me. I live in the hood, but the hood came out of me a long time ago. But I'll always remember my hood, and I'll never forget my hood. Been in the hood since 1979, February 22nd. I just moved out in 2009, and I'm still here every Friday at Rosie's Barbershop. I stopped going to Bally's, because Bally's only got the 85-pound dumbbells. Yeah, your boy is doing 150-pound dumbbells, and I do it with no juice. You know what I'm talking about when I talk about the juice. I've been working out for 14 years strong, and I put anybody to the test, B. Yeah, that's a testament right now. You gonna see the Chronicle. If you feel you can mess with me in the gym, come holler at me. I'm at New York Sports Club, 125th and 8th Avenue. If not, I'll go to your gym. Best to believe I used to do it in the summertime. I'm gonna get back on it. Every Monday, I go to another dude's gym, or I go to the next gym, and I turn up. And best believe, check my urine when I finish working out. Yeah, you know who I'm talking to. I ain't gonna say no names, but check my urine, man. This is what I do, man. 14 years strong. 14 years strong, 210 pounds, living about 405. I put it up on the Facebook. You saw what it was. That's real talk right there. I got real, my pressure got up when I talk about this gym life. Everybody know about me in this gym life, man. I don't play with y'all.
Like fever, you know me. Let's get it.
So we back at the building and back at the old stomping grounds. That's where I was raised at, born. Never can forget Building 10. Building 10 and 11, we always was together, stuck together. We should continue to stick together, you know. Like I said, man, education's a must. All you kids out here running around with your heads chopped off like little chickens, man. Get your mind right, man, for real, man. Take these tests, man. Take these city tests now while you young. By the time you're 21, they'll call you, whatever. Anything can happen. Like I said before, I was on my own since I was 17, right here in this building. 17 years old on my own, doing what I had to do. Finished high school, did 2 years of college by myself. When I turned 21, I started working at the National Urban League. I called my mother when I got my first check and said, "Mom, don't pay my rent no more." She said, "What are you doing? Are you selling drugs?" I said, "Mom, that's not my life. Never been that kid. You ain't never got to worry about me selling drugs." That's another thing. I never gave my mom that phone call like, "Listen, I'm in this situation." Nah. She always got good calls for me. My mom's ain't paid my rent since I was 21, man. Been on my own since I was 17. You know, he positive dudes, you know, that's who I stick with. You know, the Christopher Rileys of the block and all that stuff like that, doing the little Murda Hill class. All you old heads that's hating on me, don't play with me, man. Know what? Matter of fact, make sure you fill out that application for all them city jobs, because I can't help you out. Use me as a reference.
I got these niggas hating on me, but I don't give a fuck because they bitches waiting on me. I'm just counting all this money and buying all these hammers. So when these niggas play, I let my shooters go bananas. Diamonds flashing like a camera. My whip sound like a monster. My bitch got on that shit, she got $1 million sponsor. These niggas getting sick, somebody call a doctor, cause all this blood dripping, 20 racks, I Louis Vuitton. I go Dolce and Gabbana, Gucci, Louis Prada.